I recently had an experience that I thought would be interesting to explore here because it has a lot to do with being in my body and feeling the feelings and listening to intuition and being in spaces with people and how I feel around people. For a very long time, I've been dissociated, and for other reasons that I will not get into in this video because boundaries are important to me, I've also been numbed. And as a result of coming out of that, I'm starting to be more in tune with what it is that my body is feeling. And recently, I was in a scenario, not that I intended to be, but I was in a scenario with people that were intoxicated. And I felt very unsafe with them. And it was very interesting too because I have been in the past with people who have been intoxicated, and I think that as a result of being dissociated and feeling numb and not being connected to my body and the sensations and what my body is trying to communicate to me, it never really occurred to me like it was just whatever energy of chaos and unpredictability that was there was normal for me. So it wasn't like I was like second guessing it, right? It wasn't like I was like taking it into consideration as something that I should look out for, right? But when this happened, I I started noticing the sensations in my body, and I was like, "Oh wow, my body's trying to tell me something right now." And then I started realizing I was like, "I feel unsafe. Wow." And I looked back at like past situations when things were maybe similar in different situations, and I was like, I've never been this aware of how I feel right now. And it was very interesting, and it was very informative, and it was when your body is trying to tell you something, it's important that you listen. And if your body, you can usually tell, well, depending on how connected you are to your body and the sensations that your body's giving off, intuition and everything, um, you can usually tell when you're feeling, safe or unsafe or secured or, you know, um, loved or not, like all that kind of stuff. And I was just very with the sensations, and I was like, wow, there's this whole universe of intelligence inside of me that's trying to communicate something to me, and listening to that is what's absolutely necessary. And not listening to that is actually what I've done in the past, which has led me to even worse situations. But it's not even that I've like not listened to it in the past. It's almost as if in the past it's been vacant. But that's been a result of being dissociated, not even being present in my body, being numbed. Again, for reasons I'm not going to get into. But it's just very interesting because I was really sitting with it, and I was like, I I was just realizing everything that I was thinking and feeling, and I was like, I've been here before, but I'm much more aware of what it is that I'm feeling right now. I'm much more present with what it is that I'm feeling right now, what my body is trying to tell me and everything. And I'm honestly, I'm so thankful for that experience because I felt genuinely unsafe. I felt like completely unsafe. And um, I'm just I'm so happy that I'm in this space of awareness where I can be aware of what it is that my body's trying to tell me. Because if you're not aware, if you're out of touch with what your body is trying to tell you, you're going to have a very hard time navigating in life and finding yourself in situations that are safe and healthy and stable for you. Um, as I've been healing, I've been looking at different dynamics with people, and I recognize that people are just very disconnected. They're very dissociated. Behavior. I don't want to consider. I don't want to suggest that people are dysfunctional, but people's behaviors are dysfunctional. Yeah, I don't like to get into the whole people are this or that, good or bad. People their behaviors, learned learned behaviors, are what are dysfunctional. And yeah, we live in a very dysfunctional society that's very backwards, and um, it encourages the wrong things, and It invests its time and energy into things that are just not beneficial or healthy or stable, and that's an issue. But I'm so happy that I can, reflect on this experience and recognize that, yeah, okay, as a result of being in my journey of healing, um, I'm able to recognize now what it is that I'm feeling, right? Oh, I like that. As a result of being on my journey of healing, I can recognize what it is that I'm feeling. And that's the result of, unnumbing, not really being dissociated as a result of being able to consciously regulate my emotions and everything. And it's just really cool to be here. I'm excited for the path ahead.